What's up, YouTube? I don't got the two camera setup today. Just got one camera, and I gotta face it towards that stinking sunset. I wasn't even planning on recording a video right now, but hello, gotta record this. I might just save this footage and put some music over it later. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on what comes to my brain to talk about right now. If I can talk about something for the next few minutes and keep the camera rolling, then I don't know, you guys will be listening to my voice right now, and you guys will be able to know that this video was actually made into a talking picture. Sorry, singing in the rain. All right, so today what we did, we called on a trailer and it didn't sound good, but I have that footage. I'm going to compile a search for a trailer footage, and I'm going to make like a whole long video about trying to find a trailer, and so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's something I did today before I started this shift. Oh yeah, this shift, I can talk about this shift because I got a G-Day. If you are new to the channel, welcome to Trucking California with Velox 18. And we call a G-Day when the truck makes $1,000. All right, and there's other things that go into it, and all blah 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 blah. The truck makes $1,000. I don't make $1,000. That's okay. Still, it's a sign of a good paycheck to come when you've got a G-Day. All right, so that's what we got today. We got a G-Day. We got a sunset, and we took care of some little business, some things we needed to take care of at the house before we came in. So all in all, pretty productive day. This week, this will be my 6th, 7th, and 8th loads this week that I'm doing, and so already a pretty good week if you ask me. I think more loads than I've done in a couple weeks anyway, and then the month before that, I don't even remember. So anyway, it's been slow. That's all I'm getting at. It's been slow, and so it's nice to have a week where we're doing good. I think that the communication I had with the dispatcher, where I kind of got on him a little bit for the dispatches I had last week, or lack thereof. Yeah, I think we're on the same page. And so anyway, yeah, it's kind of cool this week. I mean, ultimately the number of loads is up, and that's really what's contributing to the fact that we're having a better revenue week. So but we'll get into that on our weekly review. I really just wanted to catch the end of this sunrise. We are headed through Tracy, California, coming up to the Altamont Pass. Oh yeah, do you guys ever hear about the Altamont Music Festival back in the 60s? So it was supposed to be like Woodstock West Coast. It was like the West Coast Woodstock, right? It was going to be awesome. It's right here by the Bay Area, so people from San Francisco and Oakland, it's a quick little drive up here to Altamont, California. Anyway, so the organizers get it all set up and stuff, but this is like they're trying to capitalize on what Woodstock was. Seemed like Woodstock was more organic, real peace, love, and happiness type stuff, and this one was more like a money grab. And so anyway, they got the Hells Angels Oakland chapter to do security for the concert, for the event, and you can guess how that turned out. And then yeah, they like didn't have enough water for people, so people were like like having health issues. You guys got to go, and I'm sure there's a YouTube video about it. Stop watching my YouTube video because this one's almost over and the sunset's almost gone, so I'm going to stop talking and search Altamont Music Festival or something like that. Hell's Angels. Yeah, it's kind of a crazy story. So I think about that often when I go over these little hills, over this little pass. It's kind of funny actually. You see Hell's Angels riding this all the time, riding up along past you. See that patch on the back, and yeah, you just think, man, they're still around, still alive and kicking over here in the Bay Area. You think big tech and Silicon Valley and everything that the Bay Area has turned into over the last 20 years might have pushed out some of the the motorcycle clubs and things like that are more of a blue collar type of a organization. Am I allowed to say what I'm saying? I don't even know. I'm like trying not to offend any Hell's Angels so they don't come and hunt me down. I don't think I even know any Hell's Angels, but nevertheless, if they ever watch this, I don't want them coming after me because I tried to call their motorcycle club a gang or something. I wouldn't dare do that. They're a club of motorcycle enthusiasts, guys. But anyway, yeah, you see them riding around over here sometimes. It's kind of crazy. Bay Area is full of a lot of different people. But anyway, all right, this sun's down. The pink in the clouds is almost completely gone. And yeah, the darkness is falling on California. So you'd have to keep heading west a lot faster than we're going if you wanted to keep up with that sunset. And well, these trucks aren't allowed to go that fast, nor could they go that fast to keep up with how quickly that sun's going down. So anyway, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore, but I'm gonna sign off. That's 7 minutes of video footage about a sunset and Hell's Angels and Altamont Music Festival and a whole lot of nothing. So we'll leave it at that. On our way to have a G-Day. That's right. That's the other thing we talked about. We talked about the G-Day. G-Day. All right. I'm really signing off. I really am. 100%. It's going to happen right now. I think I'll make this into a video. Talk to you guys in a little bit. All right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? How was that sunset earlier? That's pretty rad, right? I know my windshield sucks. I always say that, but it like bugs the crap out of me that the windshield's that bad and it messes up such a beautiful sunset. Anyway, we're in the middle of our shift, but I was talking to my friend and he reminded me of a story and I wanted to share it with you guys because it's pretty crazy. So anyway, so he was working, we were working, and there was kind of the looting that was going on during some of the protests. There was some peaceful protests happening in Oakland, but then some people were taking advantage of the peaceful protests going on, and they were going and trying to, cause problems and wreak havoc and come up on some free stuff, whatever. And so right there where Chevron's refinery is in Richmond, there was some looting going on right at the beginning of our shift, daylight hours. It was like 5 p.m., something like that. And so he was driving on Richmond Parkway, and we were kind of on high alert a little bit because we knew that there had been some stuff going on, and we just kind of, you just trying to avoid it, make sure that we keep ourselves safe, get home safe to our families, all that good stuff. So my buddy is driving on Richmond Parkway, and he's got a green light. He starts to go, and he sees this green little car with 2 cop cars behind it, and it's going like 80 miles an hour in like a 40 or a 50 mile an hour zone, going like 80. And they come, and then they start to lose control, and they're coming towards him, and then he sees them. They're heading straight for the median. There's like one of those big, it's like a curb, and then like a planter in between it, and then another curb to separate the 2 sides of the road. And so he's watching this guy, and he just hits that median, hops right over it. And so my buddy, he actually stopped after he was going through his green light. So he's going about 30,
And so he comes to a stop as this car is sliding sideways, and then boom, just hits him right in the bumper, messes up my buddy's bumper, hood, pushes everything back into it. The car is just demolished. So my buddy's like looking, and he's looking at the cops thinking like he thought the cops were chasing this car. But then the cops they're all going over to where the looting is happening. So they just turn and leave my buddy sitting there. And then this car full of people, they all just get out of the vehicle and run get in another vehicle. And then they hop in that vehicle and they just take off. And so now my buddy's sitting in the middle of the road with this car smashed all up in front of him. The cops are all leaving him alone to figure it out on his own. And he's just stuck there like, what do I do? He can't even move. You know, the bumper was pushed against the front tire. And so anyway, luckily he called the operator, the 911 operator. Okay, so he calls the operator. The operator says, "Sir, all of our officers are busy. All of our officers are busy dealing with the looting that's going on at the mall. You're stuck. You're just gonna be there." And he's like, "Okay, but we're in the middle of the road, like this 50-mile-an-hour road, and we're just stuck, you know, in the middle of it with this car facing sideways in front of me, smashed up my truck." And they're like, "Yeah, we can't do anything about it." So anyway, so the firefighters show up. Luckily, the firefighters, they kind of come out and they're helping them out and they're kind of assessing the situation. They actually get out the jaws of life to pull his bumper away from his front tire so he could actually roll on. So after about an hour, a cop showed up and kind of took the statement down, and you know, they got some information out of the car, but nothing ever came of it. My buddy still got a messed up bumper to this day because you know, no insurance, all that stuff. So anyway, crazy things happen when you're out here truck driving, man. And he reminded me of that story tonight, and I was like, man, can I tell that to all my YouTube subscribers? Because you know, stuff, I don't know, it's a crazy thing that happened. That time in our nation's history was weird, but that time in Oakland and California's history was kind of weird too. That night, I remember that night because we were worried that they were gonna march up later at night. They march up and they close down one of the major highways that goes right through there, the 880. And so that's my normal route when I'm headed south down to Fresno. And so that night I actually decided to take a non-truck route. I broke the law, guys. I broke the law, and I went on a non-truck route to get around that area just in case there was some commotion over there. Well, lo and behold, I get this notification on my phone, or maybe it was a tweet or something. Yeah, that's right, it was Twitter. Because I was trying to keep track of like where things were happening, because things were happening like at this shopping center over in this city, and then there was people doing stuff over at this car dealership in San Leandro and stealing a bunch of cars and stuff. So I was kind of trying to keep track of where stuff was happening so I could, you know, make sense of it and try and get around it. And there was actually a tweet that said, "Hey, be on the lookout. A tiger escaped from the Oakland Zoo during all this stuff going on." And I was like, oh my gosh. And then I look at what the, you know, like where the zoo address is, the exit that they said that you got to watch out for this tiger. And I'm driving by, so I'm like looking out for tigers on the road. I'm like, crap, man. Talk about hitting a deer causing some damage. Imagine hitting a tiger, big old jungle cat. Anyway, so that was a weird time. So I wanted to share that story with you guys because it's crazy. And yeah, look out for uninsured motorists and hit and runs and all that good stuff, because his truck's still messed up to this day. He's had some people help him out, you know, do some body work, help him keep it roadworthy, but it's not as nice as it used to be, that truck. You know, so anyway, look out for stuff like that, guys. I'll catch up with you guys. I think I'm gonna get a burrito once I get done with my last load. So I think I'm gonna show you guys another burrito from Taqueria Chapala because it's my favorite burrito place. All right, let's do it. All right, hey, what's going on, people? I've got to drop the video here, or stop it here. I mean, I've got to, my charger isn't working for my phone. I don't have my other camera tonight. So I'm just stuck here. If you guys see this train behind me, the train all the way back over there, and they're blocking the driveway to get into this sulfur plant. And they have been for the last 55 minutes where I've been sitting here. So it's one of those things, man. One of those things. Why you build a sulfur plant that's surrounded by railroads, by rail cars? I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know why they do it, but I'm getting pretty close to running out of clock, and so I'm gonna tell the dispatcher, hey man, I'm gonna park the truck, get the heck out of here, because you guys can go deliver that load whenever they decide to move this train, if they ever do decide. But my phone's gonna die. I gotta sign off. It was a G day. It was a G day. So, you know, the end of a G day didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but turns out, you know, I will be able to get that burrito after I deliver this load. So, because the place opens in about 5 minutes, so I'll be there. I'll be there, and I'll be here for a little while longer. But anyway, talk to you guys later. I just got a notification that says my phone's about to die. So I'm out. Love you guys. Peace.